G'day and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan Battle video. In this video we are going to be taking a look at the Int Super Saiyan God Goku and his performance after his Extreme Z Awakening. So we're going to see just how good Int Super Saiyan God Goku is and yeah, get a good idea just how much he's improved. Obviously he's now 150% Pure Saiyans or Hybrid Saiyans lead, which is pretty great. He's got improved performance in regards to his abilities, so he's got that increase, greatly raising attack and defense over 5 turns on his 18 key, which is really awesome. His passive's been effectively doubled. He's got key +2 and attack and defense of 100%. He's got an additional attack of 50% when performing an ultra super attack. He's got an additional key +1 up to 5 and attack and defense of +11% up to 55% per Pure Saiyans or Hybrid Saiyans category ally. So this guy's just swimming in key on the team. He also has an additional key +3 and defense of 50% and a high chance of evading the enemy's attack, including super attack, and performing a critical hit for 10 turns from the start of turn. He has a medium chance of evading the enemy's attack, including super attack, starting from the 11th turn. So obviously a lot of people read into that he does get worse at the 11th turn, and people just generally don't like it when units get worse. But I think Goku's so strong even after that 11th turn that it doesn't really matter too much. Between you and me, I think it really doesn't matter that much. Godly Power, Warrior God, Super Saiyan, Kamehameha, Over in a Flash, Shattering the Limit, and Legendary Power as links. I'm personally not a fan of Shattering the Limit. I know it kind of applies to Goku here, but yeah, it's always a bit difficult when you've got like a free-to-play key link on like a summonable unit prepared for battle or something, where it just suited them a bit better, made them link up really well with some other options. He's on Realm of the Gods, Pure Saiyans, Goku's Family, Kamehameha, Total School, Miraculous Awakening, Legendary Existence, Bond of Friendship, Accelerated Battle, Battle of Fate, Power Beyond Super Saiyan, Bond of Parent and Child, Warrior Raised on Earth, Superheroes, and Power of Wishes. So tons of categories. He's not a movie heroes because this is the Goku based on the anime Battle of the Gods, not the movie Battle of the Gods. So just to clarify why he's not on movie heroes, which I don't know. I think you could just shove him on movie heroes, man. Like, why not? What's the loss shoving him on movie heroes? It's really not that big a deal. But hey, we're going to see how good he is. We're going to try him out on 2 different teams. The first team is going to be like a, well, how could I say? It's a superheroes team. So this is like superheroes. I think, overall, Goku's link partners are not the best. He's got 2 like very good link partners, and then I think things kind of fall off a little bit. He links alright with a lot of units. Whenever a unit has Legendary Power, Super Saiyan, Kamehameha, these links are generally fine. Over in a Flash is also great for Super Saiyan 3 units. But like, it's all pretty good, I think, in terms of his build. So obviously his links can cause some issues. I think it would be more of a problem if he didn't have so much key baked into his kit. And I think the requirement of having 5 Pure Saiyan or Hybrid Saiyans on the team isn't so bad. Hybrid Saiyans, Pure Saiyans are pretty diverse. There's a lot of good options you can get. So it's not the biggest issue, at least for me. 7 million attack stat, pretty good. Crit, obviously pretty good as well. High chance of critting, so that's 50%. In terms of build, I do think additionals is the way to go. Additionals with a bit of crit, because when you leave the 10 turn phase, you're going to want the crit, right? You're going to want the ability to at least crit. But during this 10 turn phase, I do think you want to maximize his stacking. You want to maximize his crit base that he's got. So I do think additional is definitely probably my choice in build. Like, I think additionals is definitely the choice I would go with. I think it's where you get the best net result. In terms of teams, he's on a lot of teams. Realm of the Gods, Pure Saiyans, Goku's Family, Kamehameha. I think he's great on any of these teams. I don't think there's specifically a team that he's best on. I think just for the most part, he's good on a lot of teams. His link set is probably the biggest detractor, because the other unit you run with them to maximize the link set may be a little bit suboptimal, but there are some decent options. In general, just not units that share a massive amount of links. But generally speaking, he does quite well. He does have one premier option in the form of the Super Saiyan God duo. So the Super Saiyan God Goku and Vegeta, they share 5 links with him, so that's immediately a fantastic pairing to kind of function together. I think that's a very, very strong pairing that you can use, so that's fantastic. And he does fit under their leader skills, so that's obviously super duper good as well. He's also got the Strength Spirit Bomb Goku, who hopefully one day might get a pretty good EZA, which would be nice. And the Strength UI Goku, who's also pretty decent, also probably needs an EZA to get to the highest content. You've got Tech Vegito, who's also a good linking partner, and a lot of SS3s that are great linking partners. And then you've also got units like MUI Goku, the LR, you've got Powerful Comeback Goku. A lot of these units all share 3 links with them. It's maybe not ideal, like I said, from a key point of view or anything like that, but Goku's so wrapped in key that it's not a big issue for him. It's just the other unit might struggle a little bit for key. He links up great with the SS3 units, so there's a lot that he does do well and links up well with, and yeah, in general he just does a pretty good job. So for me, I think he personally looks really, really good. I like what he brings to the table a bunch, and yeah, I think in general, if you're someone who is looking for a great unit, look at that defense. It's fantastic. Obviously that's him holding his max stack, so he can raise it once more, and this super attack he'll raise it again. We're looking close to the 600k mark, which is great. It's really not like a huge, I think it's really good, to be honest with you. I mean, it can tank normals on pretty much all content, which is great. Yeah, tanking super attacks may be a little bit difficult, of course, but he's got the evasion for that, so yeah, I don't know. Guy looks really, really good, honestly speaking. I have no problems with him. My Goku has 2 dupes, so that is obviously one part of his performance. He's got 2 dupes, but yeah, I think overall he's a super self-sufficient unit. I think he's great. We're going to try him out on Goku's Family now, get another look at him, and then what we'll do is we'll also just grab a look at him after his 10 turn boost, so we can see, like, how he actually does in his 11th turn. So obviously Goku's Family is also a pretty strong category for this guy. I think it's pretty strong category across the board. Like I said, you have a couple premier options, but generally speaking you're going to be looking at 4 links, 3 links, nothing too wild, but you don't need a lot of links to make Goku shine. His links don't give him a lot. I mean, if you look at them, Godly Power, okay, attack boost, Warrior Gods, bit of an attack boost, Super Saiyan, bit of an attack boost, Kamehameha, bit of an attack boost, Over in a Flash, bit of key, bit of attack, Sharing Limit, tiny bit of defense and attack. There's nothing too crazy. Like, if you miss out 3 of these links, you're missing out 45% attack. It's not anything crazy, and that's at level 10 links. You miss out 4, you're missing out 60%. It sounds like a lot, but the way it works, it's not huge. Would it be nice to have them? Yes, of course, but it's not a huge, massive problem. The units he links with the best obviously are the Super Saiyan God duo. I do think that's a nice running combination for him. I think it's really, really awesome pairing. They don't share key links, by the way, so that doesn't solve your key problems, but all the major attack links are there, which is pretty crucial, and you can stick them in the middle slot to get prepared for battle if you need them to. So yeah, overall I think that's honestly pretty good. Personally speaking, I think it's a really great. So here we've got Goku. Obviously one stack of his defense so far. We'll use the B-Pan active skill just to get a bit of an augmented attack stat here. Get a nice idea of how he does. Overall, he feels like, okay, maybe a more tiny limited version, but a better performing version, or a similar, if not better performance than AGL Gogeta. He hits harder attack stats, he has higher raw based defense. Yes, maybe it's only for 10 turns, and he doesn't have technically guaranteed crits, but I don't know, man. He looks really good. If you like AGL Gogeta, you can't dislike EZA Goku. Like, I just don't understand the logic behind it. How can you like a unit that's got 70% dodge, 100% crit chance, hits 6 and 7 million attack stats, and has 400k defense, and dislike a unit that's got 50% dodge, hits 12 million attack stats, has 600k, 700k defense, and also has the ability to crit 50%. It doesn't make sense to me, like, to dislike him. Yeah, okay, the 10 turn thing is not too great, but he doesn't fall off that much. Like I said, your biggest problem is the loss of the 50% crit. His defense drops off, but not huge, especially if you've managed to maintain stacks. And yeah, he's a great unit. I mean, 447,000. He's going to greatly raise his defense again, well over the 500k mark. He's got 50% chance to dodge. It's huge. It's absolutely huge. And this is without, I don't have defensive equip on him. I don't have additional equip on him. I've got rancid gear on him. He's not level 10 links. He's a big boy. He's a very, very, very big unit, and I think he's great. Personally speaking, honestly, I think he's fantastic. And for me, I don't know. I don't like to criticize units ever, really. I like to see the good in every unit, and I don't think you need to even reach hard to see the good in Goku. Like, I think Goku's just straight up that good. So here he is, 10 turn boost gone. 374k, 30% support defensively on the rotation. It's going to be over 400k after his super attack. His attack stats not going to change. We did lose the crit, but I still have some crit built in from his hidden potential system. So yeah, yes, he becomes less impressive. After super, he's still tanking red zone normals, he's still tanking cell max normals. He's doing fine. And he's still got 30% evasion, which, there you go, looks great. And 8.4 million, I don't know. Really, I don't know. I don't know what people are complaining about. This guy looks great to me. And we even get the crit from the hidden potential system. Dope. So yeah, obviously that's hidden potential system stuff. It's not, it can look great at times. It's not really a good indicator. But yeah, I think he looks great. And honestly, if you've got him, and you haven't EZA'd him, or you think he's not going to end up great, he looks fantastic. So definitely give it a go. In terms of links, like I said, his link set's definitely his weakest part for me. Not that it's terrible, just not that it's fantastic. And I think that's always a case with some of these units. It's always a measure of, is the link set a hindrance or is it not? And with Goku, I don't think it's a hindrance. Like I said, he's got so much ki baked into his passive that you can't really argue about his kind of ki links, and his attack links are okay. Super Saiyan's fairly common, Kamehameha very common, Warrior Gods and Godly Power will be shared with any god based unit. So on a Power Beyond, Super Saiyan, a Realm of the Gods team, anything like that, you should be fine. He links up more than fine with Tech Vegito, and if he shares 4 links with Tech Vegito, that means he shares quite a few links with the AGL Gogeta as well, which is everyone's favorite unit in the world. So yeah, he shares Warrior God, Super Saiyan over in a flash with AGL Gogeta, so you can just dodge and evade and dodge and evade and dodge and evade as much as you want with the two of them. So really nice pairing. Like I said, you're not going to get a lot of links. You don't need a lot of links. You don't need, if you get Warrior God Super Saiyan and over in the Flash with God Gogeta, the AGL transforming one, you've got everything you need. You've got Ki, you've got 2 attack links, both going to be huge, both going to be critting, both going to be evading. Just doesn't seem like a loss. Yes, some units link up better with them, but the gains are very minimal. The Rangon Kamehameha is a 10% attack link. It's not really something necessary. Link leveling, also, it's cool, but it doesn't really help them too much. One big one that does help, and I do like, is Godly Power. Because of the 5% crit chance, I think that can help him out more after the 10 turns than anything. Especially since I still think additional is the way to go with his hidden potential system. But the rest, it's what I'm saying is, it's not that it doesn't matter, it's just that it's not as important as for other units. You look at like extreme units where they need big bad bosses, they need certain links to function. Goku doesn't need those. He's got so much Ki. He's got 2 Ki, he's got 5 Ki from the team build. That's 7. He's then got another 3 for the first 10 turns. Like, that's huge. That's huge. So, I think it's great. I think he looks great. I think he functions great. I think he's awesome. And yeah, I am super duper happy with like his whole spiel. Like, I'm super duper happy with his whole design, his EZA. I think everything's great. They just took what he did before and doubled down on it. Yes, he drops off after 10 turns instead of 7 now. Maybe they could have made it 12, maybe they could have made 11, but honestly, 10 turns is more than fine. I've taken him into content, okay, that's lasted longer than 10 turns, and you're basically at the end. Especially with how hard and how crazy this guy hits. Super duper good. But yeah, that's going to be it from me. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like, and let me know what you think in the comments. Until then, bye.